Hello! Today I'm going to be talking about C3, C4, and CAM photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? As an autotroph, photosynthesis is the process in which a plant creates glucose as food. And as a photoautotroph, it needs light in order to complete this reaction. It includes the light-dependent and light-independent reaction called the Calvin cycle. In order to complete photosynthesis, a plant needs water and carbon dioxide and sunlight to excite these molecules. After the process, the plant uses a thing called respiration in order to expel the byproduct oxygen, which it does not use. Why are there different photosyntheses? One important structure of any plant is the stomata. It opens to accept in carbon dioxide and expel oxygen, and closes to prevent too much water from escaping. Transrespiration is the phenomenon in which water is evaporated out of the stomata. This is not good and causes the plant to dehydrate. So, certain plants evolved to open and close on hotter days. WUE, also known as water use efficiency, is usually affected by the environment and is how efficient a plant is at bringing in carbon dioxide without losing water. Photorespiration is when a plant's photosynthetic process is slowed down due to the photosynthetic enzyme rubiscose latching onto oxygen rather than carbon dioxide in times which the stomata is closed. The first photosynthesis I'm going to be talking about is C3. What is it? In terms of numbers, C3 photosynthesizers are the most common plant, with 95% of species being C3 photosynthesizers. What it does is it fixes carbon dioxide into a 3-carbon compound called 3-phosphoglycerate, also known as 3-PGA, which is then converted into glucose. The environments in which it thrives in is moist and cool environments and generally keeps its stomata open all day, and it has a higher rate of transrespiration. It doesn't thrive in hotter environments and is more prone to photorespiration than the other two photosynthesizers. Next, I'll be talking about C4 photosynthesis. What does it do? What are they? Though C3 photosynthesizers are the most common in terms of species, C photosynthesizers are most common in terms of land dominance and take up 40% of the surface area. For one good example of a C4 photosynthesizer is grass, which you see everywhere. The difference is that instead of converting carbon dioxide into a 3-carbon compound, C4 photosynthesizers convert it into a 4-carbon compound. In evolution, it's believed that it evolved from a C3 photosynthesizer due to it having a common cycle, but due to it being favorable in hot and dry climates, as well as focusing more on carbon, it's believed that C4 photosynthesizers evolved in times of drought and high temperatures. Some pros is that the C photosynthesis leads to a more efficient photosynthesis and have a lot less photorespiration compared to the C3 photosynthesizer. Next is the CAM photosynthesis, which is also known as Aleutian acid metabolism. What do they do? It's very similar to the C4 photosynthesizers in that they both evolved in dry conditions, but the difference is the CAM plants photosynthesize at day and night. At night, in the CAM cycle, carbon dioxide is fixated to the enzyme phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase to prevent too much water from escaping. Then, during the day, the molecules in which this enzyme catalyzed are then put into the central vacuole to be broken down by rubiscose in the Calvin cycle. CAM plants are often succulents, as they favor dry conditions a lot more. In terms of efficiency, this is how each of the photosynthesizers are efficient in different environments and different states. Overall, it can be stated that the C4 photosynthesizer's yield is much better than other photosynthesizers at 35 to 75%, or 75 yield. Due to this, they are a highly desired crop due to their yield and adaptability to weather conditions. As for the CAM photosynthesizers, it can be seen that its yield and water use efficiency is almost 1-to-1, making it a highly efficient photosynthesizer due to how it uses its different enzymes, mainly rubiscose, in its cycle. Scientists have considered using CAM and C4 photosynthesizers to make C3 crops more efficient and capable of withstanding harsh environments. Some plants considered for this engineering include maize and sugarcane as C4 photosynthesizers and pineapple and agave plants as CAM photosynthesizers. They've considered putting their chromosomes into wheat, rice, and soybeans as specimens. But due to chromosomal mismatching, these hybrids have still not been successfully made. In conclusion, C3 photosynthesizers are hypothesized to be the first type of photosynthesizer due to them having the basic photosynthetic cycle. But in times of drought, two different photosynthesizers emerged. They evolved to be more efficient in losing less water out of their stomata, while also being able to release enough oxygen so that the photorespiration is less likely to occur. Due to these photosynthesizers' high efficiency, scientists have sought after modifying C3 photosynthesizers to make their enzymes, rubiscose, more efficient to prevent photorespiration, and the rate at which they lose water from their stomata to be less. But due to years of evolution, these different plants' chromosomes have become incompatible, and research on making C3 photosynthesizers more efficient still continues to this day. Here's my list of works cited. Thank you.